What's up, SNA fans? Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is going to be a very special edition of the SNA podcast because it's the St. Patrick's Day episode of the podcast in the wrestling news review video, and we're going to be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know from WrestleZone article on St. Patrick's Day of March 17th. Make sure to watch until the very end because it's going to get absolutely exciting on today's news reports on today's wrestling news. And without further ado, let's get started with the Hall of Fame. The two potential names that could be in this year's class of the 2024 Hall of Fame. It appears there might be a couple more announcements regarding the 2024 class of the WWE Hall of Fame. This morning, Thunderbolt Patterson was recently, I should say. Recently, a couple of days ago, Pat Patterson was announced as the latest inductee into the 2024 Hall of Fame, while many people expected this to be the complete clash based on the size of classes in recent years. It might not be complete yet. According to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, there is talk about Bray Wyatt and Lia Maivia will round out this year's class of the Hall of Fame. Talks of Maivia, the grandmother of The Rock, were brought up last week by John Ross Sapp via Fightful Select report. This came from a report that stated the Rock has had input on the 2024 class. Lia Maivia was introduced to a new generation of wrestling fans through the Rock's NBC sitcom Young Rock. The show ran for 3 seasons before being canceled by the network. And it said, read more of the report. The Rock has input on 2024 WWE Hall of Fame class. But what is your thoughts on these two names could possibly be the next potential inductees of this year's class of the Hall of Fame? And do you think that Bray Wyatt should just get a normal Hall of Fame induction, or do you think he should get the Warrior Award, Shad Gaspard a couple years ago got the Warrior Award, even though he never got the chance of even holding on to an achievement like that, but he did deserve that honor. And everybody was begging WWE for doing that. Like you could get someone like Titus O'Neil in a Warrior Award like that. You should do the same for someone like Shad Gaspard, which they finally listened. They finally gave the award to him, but his widow and his son was the one that retrieved it, that was the best. This was the best moment for the Shad Gaspard family. Because they were going through a tough time with a couple years prior. They lost somebody that they treasured the most. They valued and treasured the most, I should rephrase, in their whole entire life, which is the father and husband of the family. Yeah, but yeah, let me know about this in the comments about if you think that Maivia and Maivia and Bray Wyatt being, or do you think somebody else should be the next two Hall of Fame inductees? I think they should be, but they also should add a couple more guys like a Tommy Dreamer, a Sandman, a Haku, and even what's his name, Sabu. I think they should add at least those guys next, like four of those guys, even though they are only gonna have like three-fourths of a dozen inductions in their Hall of Fame, and they're gonna leave it like that. But I think they should might as well fill up the card with a whole dozen of, or maybe a little bit over a dozen inductions on this year's Hall of Fame, considering it's a 40th anniversary of the Showcase of the Immortals. But that's only my opinion. But I'm gonna let you guys be the speculators down below, and let's move on to the next wrestling news. Next up, we got some Shayna Baszler news now, as the Queen of Spades is on her was recently she, weighed in on her partner Zoe Stark, saying impressed like with her impressing her, like, and saying that she's great when she's not being an annoying rookie. Shayna Baszler is taking a veteran's approach to her new partnership with Zoe Stark. Baszler spoke with WrestleZone's managing editor Bill Pritchard about working with Zoe Stark on WWE TV. The two the two were originally opponents, like in a five-way match at Crown Jewel in October 2023. Now they've moved on to create a formidable and funny tag team on Monday Night Raw. Baszler said Zoe Stark has some tendencies that rub her the wrong way, but they also share similar backgrounds, and they've been able to they complement each other in the ring. She said, "Well, it's funny. We have some shared history in our backgrounds. As far as our coaching and our lineage, so these are this common thread like that people maybe don't know about. However, as far as so Zoe impressed me because I beat the snot out of her, and she kept getting back. She's keep getting back up, like she would not quit, and that impressed me. So I decided, I don't know how it started. I think I saw something happening, and I gave her some advice on how to handle how to handle it backstage, and when she is not being an annoying rookie, she's great. I think we complement each other well in the ring. She does all the cool flying off stuff, and I'll tear people's limbs off. So it balances out. And then, speaking about room improvements, how can Zoe Starks shred that annoying rookie persona and improve her stock with Stock with Shayna Baszler. She answered, she just she just needs to listen. She's a person that's like she's got to learn it on her own. But you can definitely tell I'm the vet, and she's still like very much like the reading social media comments and stuff like that. And I'm just like, don't read that crap. Like stuff like that. Just don't even just don't even. She says, "Oh, but what about should we go ask?" No, I no, just relax, relax. So yeah, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark recently earned a WWE Women's against the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. The current champions are slated to defend against Baszler and Starks on the. I mean, like they were not currently they were recently the tag team champions from this past Monday on Raw on March 11th. My apologies on that, but what are your thoughts on But what are your thoughts on Shayna Baszler's take on Zoe Stark? Like of her being a little annoying through times, like when especially going on social media, even though she shouldn't be reading and listening to anybody's crud that they have online because most of it is false and even negative, let alone negative. And even and And then, like, but when she's in that ring, she kind of compliments her, like, and she impressed her because she's so much similar to her. That's why they were a duo in the first place, because WWE seen some similarities on them with their combat style moves in the ring, and also like they were just splitting up from their former partnerships with with Shayna Baszler was teaming with Ronda Rousey when they were the women's tag team champions. Uh, until like she turned babyface and betrayed Ronda Rousey. And for Zoe Stark, she was the henchman of Trish Stratus when she was in her feud with Becky Lynch almost a year ago. Until I believe October of that year, when she kicked her to the curb, when she blamed her for costing her match against Becky Lynch in that steel cage match, and then and that's when I believe they got into a match, which I believe Baszler won, and then that's when they started teaming, and then they started doing a new partnership, like is this duo badass babyface. Well, they're kind of like tweeners now, like with it doesn't matter who they face, whether if they're like mid card baby faces or mid card tag team baby faces or main event baby faces or even heel tag teams. They'll go after them. They're like tweener tag teams. Like no matter from Raw or SmackDown, heel or face, they're gonna go after them and beat them and get and retrieve what they are looking for, which is the women's tag team champions. But yeah, they also challenged Rhea Ripley in the women's tag team championship along with Raquel Rodriguez and Nia Jax in a women's five-way match at the Saudi Arabian pay-per-view premium live event match, which Rhea Ripley won, like with I believe which I believe what the Rhea Ripley hit a rip title either Zoe Stark or Raquel Rodriguez right on the top rope, right on the Shayna Baszler, and I believe she took the pinfall, which Baszler cannot get. Shayna Baszler just cannot get a break of taking pinfalls to the Eradicator, even on their time in NXT almost 5 years ago. But yeah, let me know about this in the comments. And do you think that they will eventually be the women's tag team champions in at WrestleMania or even sometime after the show of shows? Yeah, leave your comments down below. But let's move on to the next wrestling news. We got some. Let's look at. Let's see. Okay, next up we got the Rock news now, as like with him saying the network standards like in practices have issues with my language. Like I'd rather be real. And there's the people's champ like wants to have fun. The Rock has sparked some buzz with his promos in recent weeks, both on WWE programming and on social media. Like he has sent heated messages to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in several of these promos. The great one has used foul language, like so he has been somewhat censored by the networks. In a post on Instagram, the Rock shared a clip like of his concert from the March 15th episode of WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure you check that out, and also check out my latest wrestling my wrestling review after SmackDown went off the air. But anyways, he he quoted his line about how the crowd sounded like somebody The Rock can love like drunk and horny. He wrote what networks and standards and practices have issues like with his language, but he'd rather be real than not. The Rock stated that he talked from the heart, shot from the hip, and always tried to have fun. But here's the video right here on that he posted on Instagram.
Rock is going to cover a lot of stuff in this song.
Okay, here it is.
What he's going to cover first is what's going to happen. I love you too, honey. Thank you for saying that. You sound like somebody The Rock can love, drunk and horny. So, appreciate it. Thank you, Rodney Carrington, for that one. The Rock is going to sing a little bit of song here. This is what's going to happen to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. You boys ready? Come on. Gonna come lay the smack it.
How much that was? Okay.
On Cody ass and your best friend the clown. I'm gonna whoop that ass and break your back. Or maybe I'll just beat you with my fanny pack. There's gonna be so much drama. You truly had no choice but cry to your mama. Ah, you know who The Rock is talking about. Mama Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is mama. Rock is a mama's boy. You got a lot of mama's boys out there? Out here. Out here. You boys are my boys. You know it. Well, here's a little story about how Cody was born. This is historically accurate, as all of the Rock stories are historically accurate. Dusty's youngest son was just what he feared. He tried to raise him right, but he turned out too weird. That's when Dusty said with total frustration that drugs and cheap condoms was a bad combination. I know it keeps Cody awake to know he wasn't planned and he was a mistake. It's okay, Cody. The important thing is you're here now. But you're not alone. Going to WrestleMania, you got a tag team partner. That living embodiment of cringe, Seth Rollins. Got a little song for him too. Cackling and dancing is all that you do. No wonder that your wife's more popular than you. You're so damn desperate. Important thing is you're here now, but you're not alone.
Sorry.
Got a song for him too.
Sorry.
Cackling and dancing is all that you do. No wonder that your wife's more popular than you. You're so damn desperate to make them all cheer. But The Rock is gonna take that title, disappear. You're simply an embarrassment, son. Just like John Moran when he's waving a gun. I love you, John. We love you, brother. Get well soon. Get well soon. Hey. Well, I think that covers it. We got Cody. We got his family. Yeah. Seth Rollins. Uh-huh. I feel like we might be leaving somebody out. Who we've left out? Check the record. Check the record. Yes, the Cody Crybabies. This one's for you, Cody Crybabies. You're all so entitled, obnoxious and brash. Some of you have sex, but you have to pay cash. Oh, no. Your hero's gonna bleed and need some stitches. So whine about that, you crybaby bitches. There's some lines you just don't cross. You all can kiss the ass of the final boss. We're gonna do that one more time. There's some lines you just don't cross. You all can kiss the ass of the final boss. We love you, Memphis.
But yeah, that was the video he posted on Instagram from his rock concert segment from Friday Night SmackDown on the March 10th edition. And what are your thoughts on The Rock making his point of saying he would rather be, with the caption, he would rather be real than be not real? Let me know in the comments down below. I wonder if it says right here. I'm not sure if it shows it, but yeah, let me know in the comments below. And now we're gonna see plenty of more of this from The Rock wherever this came from. And despite what the networks are saying to him about toning down the languages, you think he's not gonna listen to him, or he's gonna sort of listen to him, but still have some few languages to come out of his mouth. From here and there, like left, right, top, bottom, or more likely here and there, front and back. Here and there, left, right, and front and back. I should rephrase that. But let's move on to the next wrestling news. with some Rhea Ripley news now, as WWE fan asked the for Rhea Ripley's used gum. Cody Rhodes helped them get it. Cody Rhodes continues to grant interesting requests on Twitter, like Bubba, like which he's going by Big Bad Bubba, or yeah, big underscore big underscore bad underscore Bubba underscore on Twitter. Sparked like some buzz when they noted that when they attended the March 15th episode of WWE SmackDown, they saw Rhea Ripley spit her gum out and it landed on the ring, landed in the ring. This fan wrote that as Cody Rhodes was making his way around ringside, to take pictures and sign autographs. They asked him to if they could have Rhea's used gum or Ripley's used gum, eager eager to please Rhodes, eager to please, like Rhodes pointed the gum out to a member of the crew who went to retrieve the gum. And and following this, in a follow-up post, like the fan joked that they couldn't believe they did it either, and they did not think they would get it. They also joked that rather than paying thousands of dollars for something Rhea's licked, like they got it for free. And also, I want to congratulate that fan for getting some free gum. But here's the post of the video on X. I'm not sure if we're gonna show that Cody Rhodes gives the gum to the fans, but here's some videos of the entrance of SmackDown going off the air, of course, on the dark match. But and also here's the photo from the fans of Rhea spitting out that gum, and he he have it as a, I guess, some kind of prized possession as a wrestling fan, of course, of the American Nightmare, if you want to call him that, or even the Genie. I guess the generous Genie, if that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that would be more like it, generous Genie, because they both start to the letter G, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, that would be like it. Generous Genie Cody Rhodes. That's all. And from now on, I'm gonna start calling Cody that. I can still call him the American Nightmare because that has a perfect similar ring to his father's American Dreams nickname. But let's move on to the next wrestling news. Let me know in the comments about this very odd, but also very hilarious experience. Next up, we got some Becky Lynch news now, as the man, like, to visit the White House on St. Patrick's Day, like alongside Irish Prime Minister. The man is heading to Washington, D.C. Former Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch is one of WWE's top stars, and she is one of the most successful Irish athletes in the sporting world today, and a native of Limerick, Ireland. Like, Lynch has headlined WrestleMania and won multiple titles. She is set to challenge for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40 this year. In a report from Angela Bar Bar Barbuti, I guess you could call it Barbuti, yeah, Angela Barbuti, of the New York Post. On the New York Post, Becky Lynch will be at the White House on today's St. Patrick's Day, along with other noteworthy Irish figures, including Prime Minister Leo Varadkar. And this is what Becky Lynch had to say on a post yesterday, saying, "I got invited to the White House because I'm Ireland's national treasure." Lynch joked. "It's a big Irish celebration, so I'll be there." Becky Lynch will be in action tomorrow on the March 18th episode of WWE Raw. There she will face Liv Morgan in a singles match. I think they meant Nia Jax in a last woman standing match, because she already faced Liv Morgan, and they made amends by handshaking and going their separate ways, with them making up. Well, and I accidentally said they were arguing backstage, but I'm going to think of the week prior when they challenged each other for a fight, like when I made my review last week. But I must have been thinking of the week prior. I'm gonna say yeah, we may, I forgot to recap that. Becky went say we may not getting along. We're not considered friends, but I do not want to continue to have the war against you. So I'm gonna come in peace with my offering of a very firm and friendly and respectful handshake. She shook their hands, and that's when Nia Jax attacked him from behind, threw Liv Morgan right to the equipment box, and then powerbomb Becky Lynch right through this table right beside it, which Becky Lynch eventually challenged her later on in that night on Raw, which we're going to see tomorrow. Who you think's going to walk out of Monday Night Raw is the last woman standing? Let me know in the comments down below. My prediction is going to be on Becky Lynch. It's not going to be easy for the man, but she's going to do a tall task of defeating. But it's gonna be it's gonna be a very tall and very difficult task, and an obstacle-like task, I guess you could say, of defeating irresistible force. But hopefully she does, and so she can prove a statement that if she could beat someone as big as Nia Jax, then she know for sure that she could beat Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. But we're just gonna have to wait and see after Becky Lynch succeeds against Nia, and then she can perhaps scare Rhea of showing that she's next. Which we only got, at that time, we'll be 19 days away until WrestleMania. It's already 20 days, and yesterday was just 21. The days are keep flying. If it's hours, right? Like 24 hours feel like only 1 hour. Nowadays. I heard that God says that 40 years is only 1 hour to him, but it feels like 24 hours is only 1 hour to us. For days to keep flying and going day by day by day. I remember 24 hours really felt like 24 hours, a day. But whatever happened to those days? Like, I wish you can go back to that. Like, I don't know what is up with these days, like with time flying. And it feels like if it's not even feeling like if like 60 minutes, 60 minutes 24 times in a row in one day, it's feeling like, yeah, 60 minutes like is only happening once a day. But yeah, let me know about that in the comments down below. But that's besides the point in this wrestling news report. But my point is, like, Becky Lynch, like, if she's gonna continue her momentum as a #1 contender against Rhea Ripley, if she can finally defeat Nia Jax, but I thought you already would do that, but Liv Morgan kind of cost her the match, which that doesn't count. But we're going to see her get their redemption on the Jax less than 24 hours a day. And let's hope she does and keep our fingers crossed that she will. And then she can have something to prove, like that she's more than ready of facing the Eradicator for a women's championship. And also, I hope that she does get this win with luck on her side, of the luck of the Irish, and on this very lovely St. Patrick's Day. Like, even though it's earlier in the day, but yeah, it's still feels like a pretty blessed and lucky and beautiful 17th of this year. And and me being partially Irish myself, I just love celebrating this holiday, wearing green and watching the parade, whether if it's on TV or in my local town, like when they have their own local parade or wherever the scenario may be. I still try to find some fun with my family, like with them brainstorming some ideas on what we do for the holiday, like considering we're partially Irish, but for our and for my ethnicity side of things, I'll say I'm mostly African American, Native American, and Irish. And then we celebrate this like along with Black History Month, which was a month ago, which we do every year, like if it's like watching cultured movies or posting stuff on social media or some other fun activities like that we love to do on that special like for that special occasion on that month. But yeah, for my fellow Irish for a fellow Irish person, Becky Lynch, I wish her the best of luck in her match, and hopefully the 4 stars. The 4-star. I'm talking about the 4-leaf clover of guaranteed be on their side against Nia Jax, which I'm gonna recap on tomorrow night's SNA podcast. And yeah, wish her the best of luck, and hopefully she does scores the victory. But yeah, let me know if she's gonna win, like in the comments down below. And let's move on to the next wrestling news, and that is some. Let's see. Some I help El Hijo del Vikingo vacates the AAA Mega Championship due to injuries. A new champion will be crowned on AAA, which they announced that El Hijo del Vikingo has vacated the AAA Mega Championship due to his latest injury. Vikingo held the title for 833 days. He won the title at the AAA. He won the title at Regia at the Re at the Re at the Regia at the the Regia Part 2 on December 4th, 2021. Wow, that's been nearly two and a half years. Like, if he held that title until December, there would have been 3 whole years of him holding that belt. Like, but he held it for like pretty much 2.5 years. But anyways, AAA also announced that a new champion will be crowned at Triple Mania Triple Mania 32. Did I got it right? Yeah. On April 27th, Alberto Patron qualified for the bout by defeating Psycho Crown and Cybernetico. But yeah, here's the post on their official Twitter account right here, or X, or yeah, whatever it's called. I can't find it. It just disappeared for some weird reason. But yeah, you get what I'm saying for those AAA fans out there, and for those fans out there, who's exactly going to win and become the new the AAA Triple Mania champ? I mean the AAA Mega Championship, I should say. Let me know in the comments down below, and let's move on to the next slide. We got. Well, yeah, let's move on to the next news. We got some. Come on, we got some Dave news. Next is he was pulled from New Japan Pro Wrestling Cup due to